What's going on, guys? This is the very first episode of my Guild Wars 2 series for new beginners, or noobs. And right now in this video I'm just going to be covering how you create your character. Although it's very simple, some people before they make the character they're not sure, before they even buy the game they want to know what they look like. So I'm just going to walk through that to show each of the races and genders. And then in the next video, it'll be the cutscenes after you create your character. So when you first come in, you're going to have 5 slots. I bought 3 extra because I wanted one of every profession. So when you first log in, you're going to have no character, no information here, but these will all be blank as well. But being that I've played 8 characters, I have most of it filled. So you're going to click on one of the squares and hit create. This will bring you to the race screen. There are the Norns, the Azuras, the Sylvari, the Human, and the Charr. I'm going to start from left to right. Here goes the Charr. They'll ask you for which gender. We're going to start with the male, go to the female, and it will then ask you the profession. You can see there's Thief, the Elementalist, the Warrior, Guardian, the Engineer, the Mesmer, the Necromancer, and the Ranger. And then again, the Thief. You can be any of these 8 for any of the races, for any gender. Doesn't matter. You can be who you want to be. The only difference is for each profession, you're bound to certain weapons and armor. For example, these 2 are heavy armor, and these are medium armor, the Ranger, the Thief, and the Engineer, while the Mesmer, Necromancer, and the Elementalists are light armor. See a slight difference in their armors. So we're just going to click the Thief, go to the next one. Now you select your appearance, you can change the height, you can change the physique. And because they're Charr, you can change fur. And go with that, you can change the fur color. You can make them black, panther black. You can change the pattern color and give it a red. In the head options, you can change their hair. If you don't like those, you can go quote-unquote bald, which is just no hair, but just fur. So again, you can change that. And then accessories, if they have any. See right there in the bottom of his hair. Then again, the face. These are all preset to give your character guidelines. It's going to go with that. And because they're again Charr, they have horns. And you can change the length. Now here's where it gets detailed. I'm not going to go changing all these. You can experiment to your wishing, but you can change the eye color, the eye, and all the eye changes, and the nose and the teeth. See, change the teeth, it's cool. And same with the ears. And then the armor is the armor. What I don't really like too much about the Charr is the helmets usually look dumb. The only Charr I have is my Engineer, and he's the optical thing. The monocle. And then here is your background. And it just goes through your cosmetic, kind of. So here you can have like a little Naruto ninja band, or you can have some mask, or a hood. These 3 options apply to any thief, so this is profession-wise. And then this is your character background. Are you charming? Do you deal with your troubles through charm, through dignity, or through ferocity? So mean, nice, and loving. Dignity. Now getting back to Charr race. We just went through profession, and then now we're at race. Blood Legion, which are mostly warriors, they're the front line. Ash, which are the ninja stealth-like. And Iron, which are the engineers, the iron and steel. But it's a thief, so we're going to go with Ash Legion. And now, getting back to the race in your background. Warband is the group the Charrs are with. I suppose one could even call them family, but they're not blood related. And you can choose one of these 5. The little side note is, unless you don't care, if you don't care 100% about this, go with Dinky. He is hilarious. Everything he says is funny. But if you do, take your time, read who they are, get to know them through that little paragraph and pick who you want. And then the last one, again, that's about your character, is your sire, which is kind of like your father. Was he a loyal soldier? Was he a sorceress shaman? There's a lot of that. Or was he an honorless Gladim, which Gladim means they have no warband. He turned back on his own, and he has no respect. So, pick one of those, and then here's your contract, and that's where you sign your name. I'm going to go all the way back to gender. Look through the females. In my opinion, they all look the same, really. I'm going to go with a heavy armor. And then, same things apply. And I believe the furs are all the same. So let's go into the head options. Colors are the same. The horns are different though, to a degree. I thought that was kind of cool how the horns were cut off, so it was combined with a little cog. And again, change the length. Face details are the face details. Armor is the armor. We're going to go through this once more. You can choose what you want from the profession. And as you can see, the helmets are kind of dumb looking. But again, all the same options. So that's the Charr. I'm going to end this one off here because I want to keep them in their own race and video. Not segregate. Just, if people want to see the Charr, they can watch the Charr video. If they want to see the humans, they can see the human video, etc., etc. So I will see you all next time as we cover the humans.